I'm just going to kick this off with a little joke. Ivan Pavlov walks into a bar. The bartender rings the bell for last drinks, and he thinks, "Drats, I forgot to feed the dogs." Speaking about feeding, I'm about to feed you some interesting facts about Ivan Pavlov's background. He was born on September 14th, 1849 in Ryazan, Russia. Early in his life, he abandoned his early theological schooling to study science. Inspired by the ideas of Charles Darwin and I.M. Shrezhnov, he studied chemistry and physiology at the University of St. Petersburg. In 1904, he won a Nobel Prize for physiology or medicine. In 1881, Pavlov married a student named Serafima. They had 4 children, but his first died at a young age. Pavlov died February 27, 1936.
Behaviorism is a subfield of psychology primarily concerned with observable behavior. It analyzes how organisms learn and modify their behavior as a response to events in the environment.
Ivan Pavlov is considered a behaviorist because of the experiments he did on dogs.
Classical conditioning is teaching people to learn with a stimulus response. Neutral stimulus is a stimulus which initially produces no specific response other than focusing attention. The unconditioned stimulus triggers a response automatically.
What can you get on here? Oh my God. I don't like What? Oh.
Ivan Pavlov used the stimulus response theory in his work. The stimulus of an experiment is what causes the experimentee to act a certain way. The stimulus in this experiment was the bell. The response is how the experimentee reacts to the stimulus. The response in his experiment was the dog drooling. Now feast your eyes on this example.
And it's not just for websites. We've used for all our pictures, videos, all kinds of different projects, and also use it for books.
The alarm is the stimulus and the response is waking up for school.
In 1902, Ivan Pavlov started from the idea that there are some things that a dog does not need to learn. Pavlov knew that somehow the dogs in his lab learned to associate food with his lab assistant's codes. With this, Pavlov thought to see if he could manipulate the dogs to associate the ringing bell to food instead of the lab codes.
Ivan Pavlov's famous dog experiment drew tremendous interest from the time he first presented his results. His work paved the way for new, more objective method of studying behavior. His results have been exploited by commercial advertising.
Behaviorism's impact on psychology was enormous, and it was dominant in the field for 50 years. As people started to recognize Pavlov, his work on classical conditioning became a key concept. His work on classical conditioning had a big influence on humans' behavior and learning processes. His work inspired other psychologists, such as B.F. Skinner, to continue his work. Behaviorism became less popular over time. Basic principles of it are still used today.
Let the dogs drool. Let the dogs drool. Let the dogs drool.
I was born on September the 14th. Hey, yippee-yi-yo. I studied at St. Petersburg. Oh, yippee-yi-yo. My first son died at a young age. Hey, yippee-yi-yo. But I have 3 more. Oh.
Let the dogs drool.
Last year I won a Nobel Prize. Call me a behaviorist. I gotta go back to the lab because I'm Ivan Pav. I ring a bell and the dog starts salivating. Stimulus response. I like to work with classical conditioning. Yippee-yi-yo. A lot of girls think I am a dog. Oh, yippee-yi-yo. But they don't know that I am a man. Yippee-yi-yo.
Let the dogs drool. Let the dogs drool.
A doggy drool, a doggy drool, a doggy drool, a doggy drool.
Let the dogs drool.